Brava Nico. Quindi, oppure poi non so, mi faccio vedere tipo di soggetto sono quelli dei verbi, quindi io, tu e astuccio. Astuccio. Bravissima.
So of course, when there's a huge influx of refugees, suddenly it puts a lot of pressure on the existing system and on the services that are available. Of course, luckily we have seen that there are many actors who want to help the refugees coming now from Ukraine, including actors who work on mental health and psychosocial support. The key in a situation like this is, of course, to do rapid assessments, to have an overview of the situation, of the context, of the needs of the people. What have they experienced? What concretely do they need? And work together with different actors in order to ensure that as soon as possible, as many as possible of the needs can be covered.
Hearing gunshots, buildings shaking, buildings falling down, being in a building that falls down, seeing loved ones or other people injured or dead bodies. These are all very frightening and traumatic, potentially traumatic things for children to experience. The other thing to remember is that when children are especially when children are displaced. So all children who have to leave their home, are forced to leave their home, experience loss. And what this, I mean, they've lost their home, they've lost the social network, the normal life, what they understood life to be has now completely been uprooted. Being separated from a caregiver and experiencing conflict and displacement are these are all forms of toxic stress. It gets under the skin. It changes the way the children's bodies function. It changes the architecture of their brain. And it's extremely harmful.
Husband. Dzień dobry. Dobry dzień.
The more adversity a child experiences in the early part of life, the more it's cumulative, the more harm, the higher risk to their health and their well-being, and also earlier mortality. So they'll die younger, they'll be sicker and they'll die younger.
Она как мама. Кира, ты не забываешь, что я
Is a disorder of memory. So you are distressed because of the memories that flood in, that you experience. And these memories distress you to a point that you become mentally ill. And the onset of that illness can be triggered much later in life, 2 years down the road, sometimes longer, sometimes when you are an adult.
However, it's not like a mark in a sense that this can be undone. Children can heal from it.
probably more importantly, I mean, community-based support, really providing children with safety, schooling, a structure, leisure activities, spaces where they can feel safe, spaces where they can feel brave. If then psychological problems continue, that's where your more professional support comes in. That's where your mental health and psychosocial support comes in. When they have no job, no income, live in poverty, have difficulty accessing services because of language barriers, have difficulty supporting their children. And all this chips down on people's well-being. You can be suffering and be emotionally unstable, let's say, and you can be extraordinarily strong and try to get up in the morning, make sure that your children have a structure, that they're sent to school, that they're doing their homework, that they have a career, that they have a different life. And yet you may break down time and again. So this is often where we have a very simplistic understanding of mental health, that either you're ill or you're not.